Hello and welcome. It is that time of the year, people. Big Brother 20 is kicking off. The season premiere is Wednesday, you said, Charlie? I've been on vacation, so I feel like I'm way behind with
so everything. Wednesday, Thursday, the double night extravaganza again. The fun stuff, which will be a one-man show for you.
Is someone getting evicted on Thursday?
I hope not.
And if it is, I guess we'll have to talk about our early front runners for who's getting eliminated. But if you guys are not familiar, because this might be the first video that a lot of you guys are seeing from our channel, Charlie and I we usually do a live show right after the live episode on Thursdays, permitting. Sometimes it's both of us. Hopefully it's both of us. We like to have guests on. We had I think 3 guests last year throughout the season. And if anything big happens on the live feeds, we usually follow up with that as well. It's summer. I'm a teacher. And so other than like some meetings, like I got to go in tomorrow for a little bit, like I'm pretty free. So, and Charlie works nights, so he's looking for something on his break to watch on his phone.
Amen.
All right, let's get started. First, we're just going to give you guys a little bit of a preview on all the house guests, because obviously, a lot of you guys might be coming in here being like, I don't know any of these house guests. Or maybe you know one of them personally, and you're like, I want to see if people are talking trash about my boy.
I'm a dog.
Exactly. So let's get started. Boom. That's going to look weird for a second. All right. So here's a slideshow. We're not going to get too into all of them because we're going to once we start with our rankings. So if you were not here last year, I think you're in for a treat, or you're in for a treat regardless. But yeah.
Amen.
So we have Steve. He's the old guy of the show, but 40 really isn't that old compared to some of the older people we've seen before. So Steve is a former undercover cop. He's also a college professor, so he's bringing the mental game to it. We've got Sam. I think she's cute. Charlie doesn't, but we'll talk about it. She wore overalls to her preseason thing. It's odd. Her hometown in Current City, she never left, and she's a welder.
Never left.
Haley is the youngest contestant this year. She's 21 years old, stayed in Texas, College Station. That's where Texas A&M is, so I'm assuming she's a Texas A&M student.
100%.
So, yeah. We have Casey Clark. She is a women's pro football player for the San Diego something. I can't remember what it was. Odd, though. So, she's from Arizona, lives in California. Makes sense. We got Tyler. You can imagine he's a lifeguard. I think this occupation speaks for itself.
Hell yeah.
23 years old, he's a lifeguard. We've got, I don't know why it's printed like this. It's weird. But we've got Bailey. She's 25, from Montana, currently resides in Georgia. She's a flight attendant.
Miss Missouri or something like that.
Yeah, she's also former Miss Missouri. So we've got Caitlin. She's 24, from New York, moved to California. Interesting. She's a life coach at age 24. Interesting. We've got Winston, who is he's from Kentucky, stayed in Kentucky. He's currently in Bowling Green, so who knows? Maybe he's taking college classes, but he's also 28, so it's possible he's done. He's a medical sales rep. We've got Angie Rockstar. She doesn't go by Lantry. She goes by Angie Rockstar. She's 34, kind of lived in the past a little bit. Never moved from Columbia. She's a stay-at-home mom, but she's also a former, a nightclub manager?
Something like that, yeah.
She was a nightclub manager, so interesting. We've got JC. He lives in Miami. His hometown is listed as Miami via Spain. Now lives in Hollywood, California. He's a professional dancer, and he's also, I guess the correct term is dwarf.
Yeah.
Charlie was saying. He's what did you say, 4'9"?
Yeah, 4'8".
4'8" is his height. We've got Brett. He's 25, from Connecticut. Now he lives in Massachusetts, very close. He's a cybersecurity engineer. He's got some brains on him. We've got Angela, 26, also from Hilton Head, South Carolina. Interesting. Her and Tyler both. She's a fitness model, and I don't know what her height is, but she looked very tall in her interviews. We've got Scotty. He's kind of the oddball of the group. 26 years old, born, raised in Chicago. He's a shipping manager. We've got Fessy. That is how it's pronounced. Fessy, born in Orlando, lives in Orlando, and he's a substitute teacher. So he's basically me, but not pasty white and actual good looks.
That's it.
We've got Rachel. She's 29. Doesn't look it, though. I honestly would have pegged her for like 24, 25. She looks good. From Myrtle Beach, another South Carolina person. Something tells me that like South Carolina was just like the place to be.
South Carolina gang.
Currently lives in Las Vegas, and she is a Vegas entertainer. Take that however you will. We've got Swaggy C, born in Bridgeport, Connecticut, lives in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and he's a day trader. And Julie Chen is not on the season. She's the host.
Very true. As always, we're doing this live, and welcome, Tommy.
Hello, Tommy. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, but also I wanted to put it out there. We pride ourselves on being the most interactive Big Brother chats on Thursdays, especially when we've got like the endurance competitions that go 4 hours. We will have a 4-hour podcast and stay up until
that's been done.
We've been doing it. So welcome, Tommy. All right. So we're gonna flip over here. I'll give you guys a little teaser real quick. You actually won't see much of our faces too much because I'm gonna keep flipping over to our rankings. But this is the way it's gonna work. Charlie and I have both created our lists of people 1 to 16 for all the house guests, and we've ranked them based on how we think they're going to do in the game, and how much we like them. If we got someone that we think they might have a couple flaws, but we really like them, we're rooting for them, we might put them up there. Charlie did very well last year. We both thought Christmas was going to do really well, and I mean she got hurt, she might have done really well, but
yeah.
As a little preview, if you remember that from last year, I'll be doing that again this year. All right, so let's start with 16. Charlie.
It's currently not sharing the thing. It's sharing me.
Oh, you're right. I had to share the Excel.
There we go.
Application. BB20 rankings. That's what I'm supposed to be showing. Technical difficulties. Charlie, I would have been sitting on there forever. All right. So we've got our rankings. I have all of my people listed already, but I'm going to do the reveal, and then Charlie will reveal his 16. We'll go snake. So it'll be my 16, Charlie's 16, Charlie's 15, blah, 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 all the way up. All right. My worst ranked person, the person that I think is going to do the least in the game. This is
my first time seeing this also, everyone. We have not seen each other's.
Yeah, we have not seen each other's lists. I have to type Charlie's in. So the person that I think has zero shot of winning the game, and really it's only like 3 people, Caitlin.
Okay.
I personally she's really annoying. You can go watch her. You can go watch her videos. I think that she might have a tendency. I'm on Blobfish, right? I think Caitlin has a tendency to just float, which I don't like. Under her rankings, under her kind of help from me, I wrote that Caitlin is just she might be athletic. But other than that, I think she's just kind of your stereotypical floater girl. So who knows? She might get in a relationship with one of the guys and get carried all the way to the end. It happens. But I don't think she's going to do that well. Charlie, I want to know, who's your 16?
All right, man. Number 16, we got Angie Rockstar. Was not feeling that interview. I did not like the cast bio. She looks like she's going to annoy people. Just the way she talks and the way – she looked like she was annoying Ross, man. 30 seconds in. Like, I don't even know.
Come on, man. She looks normal.
Was not feeling her. I just do not think she's going to win at all. And, yeah, that's why I got her at 16. Hey, we could be shocked, man. These people might go from 16. And
I think I found a new gamer picture for Xbox.
There you go.
All right. Number 15, Charlie, who do you got?
All right, 15, we got JC. Again, I just wasn't, I don't know. A lot of them they didn't really have a strategy, and I just was not feeling the one that I'm just going to be the likable guy. That can work if you're likable. I know, JC got a history with minions, so we'll see what goes on with that.
Maybe he could get some minions of his own in the house.
There you go. Maybe that should have been his strategy.
Dude, what if he creates an alliance called the Minions?
Dude, there you go.
Be awesome. Right. I mean, there's really not much for me to say, because if you look at my list, you kind of have it covered. Angie was my 15th, and JC was my 14th.
Bucks fan says Angie Rockstar looks like she's from a cartoon. I agree with that, man.
Look, and I think I like Angie. I think the issue is like she's not like young and spunky. It's just I don't know. She's just quirky, but she's also not the youngest person. I mean, she's like 30. Is that what it was?
35.
She's 35. I mean, she's the second oldest person by a lot. Because we've got Steve at 40, and then she's at 35, and then the next oldest is Casey at 30. But Casey looks much younger, and she's very fit and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. So
yeah, well, we'll keep this rolling here. My 14's Caitlin.
Wow.
Similar things to what you were saying. Again,
wow.
Man, just not feeling the interview at all, and that tells a lot, dude. You can tell if someone's likable.
This did not happen last year.
No, not at all.
Just agreed this much on people.
One of our 13s are the same. We'll keep it rolling here. Someone new, Steve.
What's your reasoning?
Just Steve could go far in the game. Don't get me wrong with that, but it'll be interesting to see how his gameplay actually ends up going on. I don't know. Former undercover cop. He's the older guy. He'll probably get eyeballed out.
Yeah, he's once again the old people are susceptible to being the people that get voted out quickly. They're just the scapegoats, I think all four of the people that you've listed, there's the potential of them getting voted out first for just rubbing people the wrong way or just kind of being on the outs easily. So
yeah,
I'm with that. At number 13. Oh, dude, I was going to share it. Oh, well. At 13, I have Fessy. Now, a lot of people might really like Fessy. He's big, strong, kind of charismatic-ish, but he just didn't seem to really have the mind for the game, in my opinion. And he just seems like someone that's going to be happy-go-lucky, kind of do whatever. And he also said in his interview when Ross from last season asked him, and Ross Matthews, if you guys, it was Celebrity Edition, so Ross asked him what his biggest weakness was, and he said that he has a tendency to get too emotional. I think that's a big deal. Most of the time it's like, okay, whatever. They say the weakness is like, oh, well, I might, whatever. But yeah, saying I'm too emotional, I think is
not a good look.
Not good at all. And at number, I got to come up with a better system for this. At number 12, I have Casey. Now, the reason for this being, I think she has she said that she's not afraid to speak her mind. She could become a little abrasive with other people. She's just, if I had to pick one person that's going to blow up and shoot her mouth to the wrong person, I think it will be Casey. Just a football player might come out in her, but I like her. So really, I think the only three people that I literally had this as like 13 kind of open spots, and the bottom three were trash, and you agreed with me, so it actually kind of makes sense.
I'm not feeling those three at all myself.
Yeah. So who do you have at 12?
So at 12, I actually got Fessy.
Okay.
Similar reasons with you. If we're going by, this is where they might get knocked out in the game. At 12, that'd be theoretically right before jury.
Yeah.
And, I think he's so jacked, and he looks like he's probably like 6'5". Like, I don't know, but he looks like he is that big, and he's just huge, man. And I feel like he's going to be a big target. And I feel like around this range, can he adapt and keep it going like Austin did, where he made 5th, or Caleb in 4th? Who knows? But it's not looking. That's going to be on him. That's going to be on how good his gameplay is.
Oh, I agree. Who do you have at 11?
11, we got Scotty.
First time seeing Scotty in here. Scotty was the one. I guess you could have him as the token nerd of the season.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. Quirky.
Yeah, just I don't see him winning. And who knows? 11. I mean, this theoretically from here on out, anyone could go pretty far and do anything. So It's just kind of where he fell in line, more or less.
Oh, agreed. All right. At number 12.
Trent says Fessie's going to be the mark of the season that ends up losing his cool.
I could see it. I really could. He's just that kind-hearted. Yeah. So at number 11, I also had Scotty.
Okay.
So, I mean, I agree with everything you said. I think that Scotty has real potential. He really needs to get people in an alliance very quickly.
Yeah.
Or else he'll get lost in the shuffle and he'll be that kind of stuck in the middle, trying to work with people, but not really getting it. I think he could end up in that spot. And then at number 10, I have Chris. I might as well put it to Swaggy C, because he's not going to go by Chris at all on the season. So I have Swaggy C. I think he looks very athletic. I think he's going to do really well in competitions, and he wants to win right out of the gate. So he has a strategy, which is good. He said he wants to align with people day one. The issue, once again, when asked his biggest weakness, Swaggy C said he's not afraid to call people out. And when Ross said, well, are you going to be able to hold your tongue while fights are going on in the house? He's like, are you going to call people out every time that something happens? And he's like, 99% of the time, yeah. So the second someone double crosses him, he's going to blow up. It's not going to be good.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So what? My number 10?
Number 12.
12. Or wait,
sorry, 10. 10. Sorry.
Okay. So number 10, I got Haley.
Okay.
Just, see, I don't think she'll get knocked out too early unless she's crazy and wild, but she's kind of what there. She didn't really. Her strategy was to be like Derek.
Not much winning potential, but
yeah,
all right.
And then
at number 9.
And number 9, we got Sam. I just don't think. Again, same thing as Haley. I don't see her winning, more or less, and that's just kind of where she falls in. And it was just kind of a stature. She could go pretty far, but
it's funny because I think I have Sam and Haley near each other as well, because I think they're very similar.
Yeah.
In the fact of, if they put themselves in alliance as like the bottom part of the alliance, it will be amazing. Like, I think they could go really, really far. So
again, these people could shock us, man. Who knows?
Yeah, they could. They could. We'll take a look back at last year's to show you guys how we did. It will be interesting. So, and then we also had Celebrity Big Brother rankings too, which I haven't even looked at since we did the video.
Dude, wow, I actually don't even remember. I know I must have had James at number 1 though.
Yeah, I think you did.
Oh, my boy.
And he did. I had Shannon at number 1. I remember that.
Oh, there you go.
All right. At number 9, I had Steve. So I had him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. Well, actually 4 spots above where you had him. I think as long as Steve can get through the first couple weeks, I think he's going to do really well using. I mean, that he's smart. He's a college professor and a former undercover cop in the narcotics department too. So like, it wasn't like he was undercover at like some rinky-dink thing. Like, I feel like undercover missions in the narcotics stuff, I feel like you get against some really bad situations. So
True.
I think that would be really good. And then who did you have for number? Sorry, I'm crazy. I'm at number 8. At number 8, I had Bailey. So to me, I think Bailey is really good. She understands the social games that people are playing. My issue is that I think that she might talk a little too much, and she might have some information compromised on her. She says she doesn't understand the way guys' minds work, which could mean, okay, she needs to work with all girls, which could work, or she needs to work with more genuine guys that aren't gonna cut her. And I think we actually have some pretty smart guys this year. So
True.
I don't know. I think she's gonna do well because I do have her in the top half. So now we're officially in our top half of the house guests. So these are, real shots to win in our eyes.
Yeah. True.
Who do you have at number 8?
Do a pan to the thing real quick. Whatever it is. The XL.
Let's do it.
There we go. And all right. So yeah, number 8. I had Sam. It is Bailey.
Okay, so
We had her in the same spot. We kind of had the same mindset there. I agree. She could be really good, but just kind of way the cookie crumbled. At number 7, I had Winston. He seems like he's going to be very likable from people in the house.
He's got a good smile. That's something I noticed. And it's a little gay, but I was like, I don't know. It just seems like a smile that people would find very charming.
Yeah. I think people are going to like him a lot, and I think that's what's going to make him go pretty far.
At number 7, I have Brett. Now, Brett, this is the first time we've talked about him. He looks very like he definitely has a plan for the game.
100%.
The issue is if I was in the house with Brett, I would think that he was just snaky. He just comes across as a douche to me, to be honest.
Fair enough.
I think he's gonna rub people the wrong way. But if he can manipulate others, then I think that he'll do really well. But if one person catches on to it, I think Brett might be toast sooner rather than later. And then at number 6, this is right? Yeah.
Yep.
Right. At number 6, I had Haley. A lot of the same stuff that you said, except I just think I think she's just very smart. I think she's going to latch herself onto the right people, and she's one of those girls that has potential to float, and then all of a sudden win some comps down the stretch. And I think that's very important. So, because now, top 6, we're getting really into some big stuff. All right, number 6, who do you have?
I had Brett at number 6. Serious potential to win it all. I agree with you. I wasn't even thinking that. He does look like he has a hard strategy. He looks like he's very smart being the cybersecurity engineer. And yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, he's very confident, which is good and bad,
Top 5. So number 5, we got the boy Tyler.
Tyler. I thought for sure he was your number 1.
I liked his interview. I think I don't know. I feel like another guy that if he starts going pretty far, people are going to start taking notice and he's going to fly. And hopefully that is the case. Hopefully he's a big gamer.
Yeah. So to start my top 5, I had Sam at 5. You already talked about her. So I had Sam and Haley. I had them 5, 6. You had them 9 and 10. So
okay.
It's kind of hard for me to – I think they're very similar, but I don't know. I just, for some reason, I see them going very far. And Sam is just – she seems like she has such a good personality to where people are going to want to have her around. And who knows? It could just be one of those things. She might just be the clean one in the house, or she might, help out, take out the garbage, stuff like that. I think that she seems like that type of girl. She's the southern girl. I think they always end up doing really well. She reminds me of Jordan. So
nice.
At number 4, I had Tyler.
There you go.
So I had him at 4. You had him at 5. So this is looking very similar to where we had. I think we both had Matt pretty high. So
that's not good.
He look. I think, but Matt looked promising, and so does Tyler. So Tyler's goofy. I think he's going to have a really fun. I think
looks like he's going to be fun. I 100% agree with that.
Fun diary sessions. I think he's definitely going to be someone to try to strike a showmance with someone. And looking at our list right now, who's your number 4? We'll talk about that first.
The number 4, I got Casey.
Who?
Casey.
Okay.
Really, I feel like she could be dangerous in this game. She looks like she talks very smart. And like when she talks, I feel like people are gonna believe her and get on side with her, more or less. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I feel like they're really gonna enjoy her, and that will be the way she rolls.
Well, Charlie, what's interesting? Before you say your next one, out of our top 3, 2 of them are the same.
True.
Wait, so someone that I have over here. So it looks like you're high on Swaggy C somewhere along the line. And then we got what? Rachel and
Angela.
And Angela. So And then I'm high on. So I've got Winston in here somewhere. You got Swaggy C in here somewhere. It will be interesting to see if we have the same top person. I'm eager.
How did we do this last time? Did we do number one now and then the other two? Is that kind of how we did it?
Nah. Let's count down 3, 2, 1.
All right, yeah. Well, number 3, I had Angela. Hopefully she doesn't bust.
We talked about it before we came on here about how Angela, I think she's just going to be very intimidating for the other women. She's got to be the most attractive woman on
this. Tall. She's very in shape, being a fitness, whatever it was, and
very smart. She's got her head on straight. She's well spoken.
Sounds to me like she could be out first. So number 3 is where she goes.
The one that tries to start a girls' alliance night 1, and they all turn their backs and go with JC, and she gets knocked out.
A little interesting point. Trent was commenting on our how we're talking about Tyler and Matt. He said difference between Tyler and Matt is that Tyler's a super fan and knows where the game knows the game where all Matt knew how to do was eat cereal. That's the same.
I just thought that Matt was going to be so damn charismatic that it would carry him through the game.
Man, if you go back and look at Matt's interviews like with an open mind and not on who he actually became, you'll be like, wow, nice.
People are so different. Like, did you see Cody's audition video?
Oh my God.
It was so good. I was like, what is going on? And then he was a statue everywhere else. Let's see. So Trent's got Caitlin, Bailey, Swag. So Trent is not high on Swaggy. He's got him at 14. And Winston at 12. I've got him up here somewhere. So let's keep going. So at my 3rd, I have Rachel. Now, I think she's the whole package. I think she's going to do really well. She has the long game in mind. Like, she has a plan for the entire game. Her only issue, to me, I think she's going to be probably the smartest female as far as strategic. I think that she could tend to overthink things and make some bad plays instead of just sitting tight. I think she could be one that could start off really hot and then ruin it a couple weeks down the road. All right.
Sadly, could see that.
So it's never mind. It's my turn for number 2. Number 2, I have Angela.
Okay.
We talked a lot about her. I don't think I really need to go too much more into it. So
she looks great preseason wise, man.
So let's
Rachel's is number 1. So my number 2 is Rachel. Everything you just said, ultimate gamer, it looks like. I love how she's a really big fan. And she, again, if she plays, like everyone, I don't know, everyone in Big Brother is boom or bust, but I have a good feeling about Rachel and Angela. And number 1 is the man, Chris Swaggy C. I bought in to that. I didn't sell out. I bought in to that his interview, and I love his mindset with the game. Now, he could be explosive, but sometimes you need to be explosive to win the game, right? And charismatic through the roof. And I feel like people are just going to love him in the house, and he's going to be a big-time gamer. So I'm buying in on Swaggy C.
These lists are shockingly similar, with the exception of, look, my number 1 was your 7. And your number 1 was my 10. So That told us on something along the lines. It's funny that we were just so similar to that. I think that Winston is just he's so smart.
Yeah.
I think that he's going to do really, really well. I think Winston is going to be that guy that all the girls are going to go with. And I could see Winston and Rachel trying to make an alliance together. And controlling, if you get some of the other girls in there, if you get Sam and you get Haley and you get like Fessy as another guy in with them, I think it could end up working out really, really well for them. So tell us what you think of our rankings, guys.
Yeah. Trent says, Charlie, you were just mesmerized by his Hulk Hogan inspired shirt. Hey, man, I'm not saying that might have raised his grade a little bit, but good brother. Rachel gives off some major Janelle vibes. Dude, Rachel looks so good on, like, when you if you just look at it as a stat sheet, she looks so good in like preseason, just with her knowledge of the game and everything.
Yeah, and there are a lot of people that have been watching for a long time. There were only a couple people that were like, I don't know where I am, because Ross asked all of them, do you know where you're sitting right now? And that's another thing. Maybe that's what won me. Winston was the first person to sit down and be like, I'm in the DR. So,
yeah, but for sure, let us know what your guys' are. Top 3. We got a 16. It's funny. Our 14 through 16, we're all like, we just knew, man. We're not feeling those.
Those 3, just not feeling them. We're very different on Casey. You're at 4 to 12. All these people are kind of same area. I'm not so high on Swaggy C. You have him winning. Sam and Haley, the 2 girls, we've got a little bit of a difference there. And then, yeah, Casey is probably the biggest difference for us. But other than that, we're pretty darn similar. So please post your rankings down the chat. I love going back and looking.
Yeah, it's so cool, especially when the season ends.
You guys have, because it's just fun. And then what's the worst thing that happens? The season ends and it's like, oh God, you weren't even close.
Yeah, I had Jace at number 1. Brady had Derek at number 1. 16, 18. I had Paul at number 1. And then, last year it was. And
then one of my guys got out like first. Oh, I had Dominique going really far.
Yeah,
I was a full believer in Dominique. So, just to, I don't even know if I want to show you guys. I feel like it might be a little embarrassing.
For the
let's look at our.
So this is technically our 3rd season of Big Brother if we count Celebrity. It was only a month, but
absolutely
3rd season covering Big Brother.
I'm looking for. Okay, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe we didn't. We did a Celebrity, right?
Maybe not, man. I feel like we must have.
Oh, I did. Yep.
Okay. So let's click on you. Pull that up.
Boom, boom. We both had Shannon at the top.
Wow, you had Marissa. I had Marissa at last. She won. Oh my God! Again.
Dude, look at Ross at 12. Ross at.
I had Ross and Marissa were the final 2, and I had them at 12 and 13. There you go. That's all you need to know from me, guys. GGs are on the board. Oh my God.
And we both had Shannon at 1. Look at the difference on James. But James won me over.
James was awesome.
I mean, you know what? I did all right. I had Ross up there and Ariadne as top half. Marissa, I didn't have as doing too great.
I was not feeling Marissa at all.
Too high on Brandy.
I don't know. I thought she was funny with the drinking. That was about it. And to be honest, like I don't even know.
And since we've been going through, we should do like a point system. BB19 rankings. Here they were for last year. I had Jessica, Mark remained.
If I would have pulled that trigger on Josh should have been my number 1. And it's so funny because I really didn't, and I didn't like him at all.
We both liked him.
Like I did. Where'd I have Cody 12? Yeah.
Jillian, man. Dude, Charlie, Ramsey's his myth, isn't he? They're probably the same person.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's interesting. All right. Let us know what your rankings are, guys. No matter how wrong or right we end up being. I think we've done an all right job in the past. So let us know. Since we were so different on our winner, who's going farther, Winston or Swaggy C? And tell us, are you Team Brady, Team Charlie on our final rankings? So anyway, please make sure you guys follow the stream. Everything, well, not stream. I guess it is a stream. Follow the YouTube channel. We'll be giving you guys live updates as we go through live competitions, stuff like that. Pretty much anything big that happens. Usually, if something goes down, like last year with who was the chick that self-evicted?
Megan.
Megan, yeah. When stuff happened with Megan, I saw it. I texted Charlie. I was like, "We need to go live," and he's like, "You're right," and we did it. So
gathered our info and went live.
So follow us, man. We like to talk to you guys. Tommy, Trent, Flamer, Dude, you didn't even say hi to Flamer, Charlie. That's your boy.
No, I did. I said what's up.
Oh, okay. Making sure.
Tommy more Winston.
Trent's got Rachel as his number 1 and Sam as number 2. I would agree with that. Tommy says Winston. Hell yeah.
Bucks.
All right. Make sure you guys like. Make sure you like, subscribe, click the little bell so you know when we go live. And till next time, which will be sooner rather than later.
Skirt, skirt.